I mean, I always want to have a backup, but
Yeah.
I've been basically observing Sham playing fighting games for the last X amount of time.
Y'all in the same building?
Shit, did I send you the list of topics, Black Libertarian?
Nah, you ain't send it to me.
You want me to
God
forward it
damn
to
it.
him?
Oh
Oh
shit.
yeah,
Just
if you could forward it to him.
One
yeah.
second.
I'm
I
obsessed with
mean,
my mom, so I just been cutting this grass.
Back on
I
my
mean, I feel you on that, bro. I feel you on that. Like
son, I do all
I'm,
the time. Y'all need to talk like I do all the time. Do all the time. Back on my phone.
I don't have any trees in the front. It's like,
who is scraping the bottom of their car?
fuck. But I don't have any fucking trees, so the grass in certain spots is burning. So I got to put more nitrogen there than other places. It's a process.
The pure upgrade, my brother.
Yo, it was the other guy.
Oh, I'm the other three. I'm Cosmos.
No,
Who's
not you. I'm talking about the other guy. The big guy, the little guy. Um,
what? What are you talking about? I feel like you're talking about
Armstead.
someone.
Armstead.
Are you talking about what's your thing?
Armstead.
Yeah,
Armstead.
yeah. Are you talking about your thing? Like, what's
No,
you're looking for
that's the little
Armstead?
thing.
Do you
Armstead.
realize Armstead was gone a whole podcast and you
Look,
didn't even notice?
I did notice. I
What
told you
the
what he
hell?
was doing. He was fighting a goat. Um,
He wasn't fighting the goat. The nigga was never mind. I ain't gonna throw him out like that. Not in front of guests. This was just
look at
us.
you. Look at you being that.
But
I
what
ain't
was
gonna
the
do him like
fighting
that.
game though? What was the fighting game y'all was watching?
I was watching Sham play Tekken tag tournament tournament tag
Like,
team.
they still make Tekken games? Is there
Well,
a new
nah,
one?
he finally hooked up his Xbox to his new TV, so he's
Oh,
been
which one you
playing
gave
shit.
him? Which one is he got?
I didn't give him anything. He hooked up his 360. We going back in
Oh,
time,
okay.
not forward.
Okay. He
Oh,
went back.
going back in the day. So put in the Def Jam fight from New York. Show him the
He,
classics.
he don't have the Def Jam fight from New York.
Man,
Where
you
the
don't have the Def Jam
these
fight from New
ants
York.
coming from, bro? This is ridiculous. This is fucking absurd, bro.
What is so absurd, Black Libertarian?
Uh,
Okay, well, I guess we'll never know.
he
I
said
didn't hear
something
what you
about
said.
ant.
Oh no, I got a bunch of ant beds at the edge of my yard, and so I'm trying to edge it properly, but they're like dug in there. You know what I mean, like a whore. So really gotta do something to get them out.
Why they gotta be like a whore?
Yeah, why you gotta disparage ladies of the night? All right, they do wonderful things for men and
It's
women.
2020. Also includes fellas.
Oh no, sorry. Is
Appreciate
this America? Can I use speech how I want to, or am I some motherfucking land where I can't say what I want? Just let me
I mean,
know.
it. Hell, you
you
want
Let my
to
can
freedom of conscience
you can
be
say
known.
whatever you want. It's just you got to be willing to allow people to drag you for saying whatever you want. That's the
That's the
America.
law. That's freedom
That's
of
the part
speech.
people forget about.
America.
I mean, it's still America if you get
You know when
dragged for
people
saying
say
what you
like
wanted
that,
to
I
say.
feel like people want a country that never existed. I don't think that country ever existed. You can
I
say
don't think
whatever
that
you
that
want.
I mean, that's
Well, you
true.
know,
That
white
country never
picket
existed.
fence, the nuclear family, the man with a good job, the wife, and the dog running through the field. No, the
Is it?
banks made that shit up. Just sell loans.
Yeah, it was from TV, Hollywood.
It's all fake. It's all
is
fucking
Yeah.
fake.
Leave It to Beaver was real.
what is Blackery?
It's happening.
You don't know what Blackery is?
Blackery is like black fuckery,
Keeping
but I
your
like
head above water, something
Okay, man.
does.
Like,
What about a really
is that not
Good
absurd?
times,
yeah,
That already exists.
good
Thinking like motherfucking Martin Luther
times.
King did that
Nigga,
right
you ain't never
now.
had
got it.
them.
this is too fucking niggerish. Too fucking niggerish. Welcome,
Hey
ladies and
Yeah, it's
man,
gentlemen.
I'm
for
just
me. I'm
shining
about
the
to
light
get
of
the guy.
heaven, y'all. Shine on the light in heaven, Lord. Shine
all,
on me.
all of this shit because niggas did not ask for this. But what they did ask for was another episode of the Everyday Black Men Podcast, a podcast for authentic black male thoughts. I'm Riker. I'm joined by R. Reed, not Armstead, Sham, the Black Libertarian, and we have our special guest today, Carrie and Cosmos from the two CCs of Black Fuckery Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at EVYD Black Men, Instagram Everyday Black Men, Everyday Black Men Facebook page, our Patreon's EBMP, got all kinds of cool shit up there, exclusive, first looks, all that kind of good stuff. But what I want the people to know is a little bit more about your podcast, Carrie and Cosmos. So I'll let you get an opportunity to tell us a little bit more about that.
And tell us why you hate wings. Go ahead.
It's that nigga CJ that hate wings. I love wings.
Okay.
Goddamn small.
But originally we wanted to name it 2 cc's of fuckery, but that's really not marketable. So we had to go with Blackery. So it's a combination of, pretty much niggatry. We just talk about everyday topics from a modern day black perspective.
I like
Feels
that.
racist.
Would
Feels
you consider
racist.
yourself a modern day person?
Would you consider yourself a nigger?
Was that
Oh
hard?
yeah.
Enough?
Oh yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
probably the best way I've ever heard that question being
Yeah,
answered.
all forms of niggatry are accepted.
I like that.
Like
No,
what
no,
kind
no.
of
Are you a nigger? Not niggatry in general, but are you a nigger?
Oh, no.
Black person with nigga tendencies?
I mean, aren't we all?
Yep.
I've eaten watermelon before. I don't
That's not
consider
nigga
that one of the
tendencies.
things. That's why you don't tell people in Florida
That's
that.
that's stereotypical nigga shit.
Well, we talk about what the public views versus the truth.
Right.
I'm just saying watermelon good.
Shit's mostly water.
I mean, that
Fucking
is also
hate
the truth.
watermelon.
Why
Hate
do you
watermelon.
always
Who the
hate
fuck hates
watermelon?
watermelon?
It makes me throw up. I don't know why. It's like I hate it. It makes me want
Florida
to throw up.
niggas.
Do you drink
Florida
water?
nigga.
Florida
Watermelon is
niggas.
Yeah,
fuck.
I just don't like watermelon,
Oh
nigga. Like
God.
it's okay. Don't be
Florida
racist. Like
niggas.
I can be black and not like watermelon. Like
No.
goddamn.
No.
No, I hate
Like
watermelon
Jesus Christ.
flavored shit, but I love pure watermelon. Like you get it from the
No, I
actual
don't.
fruit and shit. I love just
Yeah, I don't
this
like
is
that shit.
banger.
It makes me throw the fuck up. I don't like it.
So you can drink regular water, just not in melon form. Is what I'm hearing. Like your
So you
body
prefer
rejects the racism.
apricots?
Do I? Yeah, I don't eat
The
Apricot.
apricots.
sugar. Maybe you don't like. Maybe your body can't process that watermelon sugar. I don't know.
It's not an
That
African
sounded
fruit.
racist.
I mean, it
Yo, I
really has
mean,
nothing to do with the motherland.
What?
I mean,
Asian got.
I love it. I mean, I don't like watermelon. Strawberries, yeah, but not water.
Okay.
Strawberry. Okay. You like
Let
How you
me
feel
blueberries
ask
too?
about
you.
how you feel about cherry flavored cough syrup?
You know what? Cough syrup don't bother me in regular flavor.
What's the regular flavor cough syrup?
Normally
Isn't it?
cherry.
Isn't
Yeah,
cherry regular
Normally
flavor?
cherry.
I like pure cough syrup.
I
Shit,
feel
like
like
What?
America's
like
getting
it's
a
What?
very
pure
bad
trash.
accreditation to black people.
I think we should lobby for watermelon flavor to be the normal flavor of cough syrup.
Oh shit.
I feel like you're trying to pick on this man's one thing that he doesn't like.
Oh no, let's go to Jordan's. What else he don't like this black? Basketball. Uh
You don't have to throw him out in front of the people. Like you could just
No,
let things organically trickle out.
he don't like
why do I have
27
to?
different pairs of shoes. 27 different pairs of shoes.
I'm not a shoe guy, bro. I don't give a shit about fucking shoes. You step on them shits. Why the fuck would I give a fuck? I'm not
Don't
really
you
into
give a fuck?
clothes
Things to
and
be
shit.
comfortable.
Hey,
I agree. I really don't give a fuck about shoes
Bro,
either.
I wear size 13, 14. Nothing's fucking
No.
comfortable, my
hey,
nigga. Like,
my nigga wear a bigger shoe size than you, so I don't want to hit it.
No one wants
I'm
to
just
pay all
saying,
that
so
money for shoes. For
yeah, it's
shoes.
not shoes, bro. They're just shoes.
Nah,
Like,
they're
it's not
not
that
just
serious.
shoes.
It's a
Nah,
status symbol.
you can really
It's
say
a
that about
status symbol.
anything. They're not
Right.
People,
That's what I'm
status
saying.
symbols either.
yeah, they are. It's
Okay.
like,
But
yo,
there's
I
certain
live in the
people.
hood. We poor, but I got these shoes. Yeah, we both eating the same shitty food. Yeah, we both going through the same shit. Yeah, we still got to
Riker,
deal with like police and all that other kind of shit.
Riker's
But my
recently
shoes
been
look nice.
introduced to the shoe market, and he'll tell you it has little to do with poor people. There's a lot of people with money who got nice shoes,
Yeah, people
Bro,
got whole walls of that shit.
and they're
That's why
not
if I had to
poor.
that's why
pick
it's
a
a status
shoe,
symbol.
I like a brown boot from like the 30s. So, like, you know those brown shoes they used to have with the scratches on them? I like them
With a
shits.
nice brown belt and nice
30s.
horn rim
Go ahead,
gloves.
get your potato sack. Go ahead, go get potato
I
sack and
just
With
answer one question for me. Do you wear braided belts?
Nah, I don't, but I'm just
All
saying,
right, so
like,
you
I'm a
good. You
brown
good. That was
person.
on.
I
That was
like
the only trigger.
brown shit.
he likes a thick brown belt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
thick
fine.
brown
As
belt.
long as it wasn't a braided belt, everything's good.
Light skin shit. You like light skin shit. I like brown shit because I'm a brown person, bro. You know what I'm saying? Respect to that.
Whoa, how you gonna say this is light skin shit? I didn't know
Wait,
light
there's a
skin people
It's
light
had
light
skin?
cold
skin
coat.
shit. He on this light skin shit trying to say I'm not black enough, but you ain't even black. You
Hey,
light
bro,
skin.
I know that you're transracial, bro, and everybody else knows that on this podcast.
Racial. Nigga.
Oh,
You are
wait,
not.
wait, what's going on here? What's going on? What happened?
My nigga's
Trans,
transracial.
I'm not
Black
transracial. I do more
Libertarian
nigga shit
is
than y'all do.
apparently.
I've been to jail 15 times. Y'all ain't even stepped a foot in the motherfucker. I sold
I mean,
dope.
that's not a badge of honor.
I'm not saying it's a badge of honor. I'm just saying They said I'm not black because way I
Nobody
dress.
said that on this
No one
podcast.
said that you're not black. What we
You said
said it,
transracial, but I'm not.
is
I'm done more black shit than all y'all. I
it,
fuck
well, first and foremost,
fuck
Black
Is going to
Libertarian,
jail black shit? Is
calm
going
down, man.
nigga shit.
Technically,
that's new?
no.
I didn't
No,
It's
know.
so
not
I don't know. Inform me, please.
go ahead.
He is.
Let them talk. Let them talk. Let them talk.
I'm done shit than all y'all, bro. Like,
Uh-huh.
stop it.
Listen,
Live
I've
how
never
they
known,
wrong, nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
man.
Yes.
That doesn't prove blackness. That just proves like we in like a system of like fuckery where people just get in trouble for doing basic living shit. Being black is being like survive all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? The whole world's already against you.
I'm not
Bro, I don't know
transracial.
what none of this.
I appreciate that, Cosmos, and I agree with you. And Reed, it's you that's causing all this goddamn noise. I'm gonna have to
What
edit
you
out
hear?
later. Fuck you. I can hear you everything you doing, nigga. I
Oh,
hear
I'm drinking water and I'm drinking a nice because I had too much of this double barrel Johnny Walker. I'm sorry, and I'm a little tipsy, so I'm about to stop moving
It's
soon.
3 o'clock.
it.
It's
Some
12
are.
I
o'clock.
mean,
It's
it's
like,
five
Yeah.
like,
o'clock in many places. It's eight something in Nigeria.
I don't care about what
it's like
time
a
it is
light.
You
now.
always talking about Asia, bro.
I
South
said
America,
Nigeria, not Asia, bro.
South America,
Wait,
wherever the
fuck
hell it is.
Nigeria.
You know exactly why I care about Nigerian time right now. You
Oh,
know
I forgot.
exactly. You
He
know
has a braided
exactly
belt
why I care.
A
connection, just
little
so you know. Just put that
I'm
out
a
lonely.
there.
braided belt to that.
Yeah, he
You
does.
ain't, you
A
ain't
little
shit,
lonely.
man.
I saw you in
Nah,
the
man.
club last night, bro. Bro, what
lonely.
kind of club were you at where there's somebody with a wheelchair in there, bro?
Hey, bro, what's wrong
You
with places
A
being
free entry,
handicapable?
free admission,
Oh, okay. I never seen a
half price
club.
drink.
I never
I
seen
mean,
anybody in the
he
club
missed
with a
out
wheelchair.
on the waitresses. I mean, on the bartenders that don't wear clothes. That was a lot of fun too.
I
You
didn't
supposed
That's
to
know
go to the
advertising.
club?
Reed,
with
that's
a
a lie.
Well,
Yo,
we
it was
went
You know,
somebody with a
into
wheelchair.
you
a
know that was in a
bar.
weird thing. That was in the
We
what?
couldn't understand anything you said, Armstead. Please repeat it without the static.
No, I was telling him that he's incorrect. We know a guy who's in
Oh,
it with
that little
him.
nigga. Yeah. I remember. I know. The nigga with the little legs, he always be in the club. I forgot about him.
Yeah.
But he always sitting in one spot. That's how the nigga rolling across right next to the dance floor. I was like, oh shit, I hope this nigga
Yeah.
pop a Willie or something.
Bro, he's purposely talking blacker for this podcast. He don't talk like this.
I have no idea what you're
That's,
talking about.
that's
What's
He has
black
braided
no
over?
belt
idea what
energy
the
right
fuck.
there. That's
Exactly,
braided belt
exactly.
energy.
Yeah.
You
Horn
know,
rim
I
glasses.
could get my
Horn
wife to bring
rim
you back
glasses.
a a brown braided belt if you need one.
Horn rim glasses. Works at Google.
You light skinned, bro. You wasn't even in the field, bro. You not in the field. You a house nigga. Stop it.
Look, man, we hear your insults, but they coming in 50-50.
A man denying your blackness to interpret his blackness as being more blackness is just the epitome of a person who suffers from a lack of blackness.
You are light skinned, bro. This nigga, stop it.
I didn't realize for the first 16 minutes of the podcast, we're going to argue over blackness.
Oof.
I'd be
I
damned if
never
a
really
black
watched that show.
nigga talk shit to me, bro.
Nah, that's
He's the
Blackish.
original nigga.
I'm
Oh,
You
black is.
fucked up.
Yeah, that was Blackish. We right now in
Black shit.
Nigga Boy P.
Well, this podcast ain't starting nothing on subject. Anyway, we had a whole thing we were gonna go over. I didn't open the document because you know what? I feel like I'm a person who can talk about anything at any moment. Except for gay sex. Never experienced it. But let me know about it if you have. I want to know from the male
Why?
perspective.
Why are you taking it straight to gay sex? You could have said anything. You could have said
I mean,
anything.
So
that's
I
what
always wonder if he sucks your dick, are you gay?
well, the fact that you let him do it, yeah.
No, but he sucks your dick. So I don't know.
But you let him do it.
Like what?
Bro.
What? Yeah. This is what you came back on, Cosmos. You came back on this nigga wondering
Yeah,
about gay sex.
what the fuck?
I
hey,
don't
man,
know why. That's
bro, just get in
even
line and get you a braided belt, man. It don't get no better.
What? No, what?
Shit.
Like
I'm pro.
gay male
I'm
sex.
pro black, so I prefer my my belts to be black leather.
I like my belts to be plastic.
That doesn't stain
No,
very well. Anyway, what's the subject?
Let's go.
yeah,
Subjects.
yeah.
Minus
Subject
the gay
is
sex. Gay male
you
sex.
look feeling though.
why are you continuing to act, you know what, nigga, if this is on
Don't
your
feed the
bucket
troll.
list,
Don't
Why
feed the
you
troll.
upset with him liking to let it be known that he doesn't want to talk about gay sex?
Why y'all still talking about that? How
I
gay
don't
as
know
fuck.
why y'all still going back on that, but
The subject?
that's on y'all.
What's
You
the
The
said
subject?
it.
subject would be
You keep
communication in
that was a
any
long time ago.
relationship.
Let's go.
Communication
Communication.
in relationships. All
Let's
right
go.
now.
And you know that is essential. That is especially true in the bedroom. After all, if you don't have good communication, you could end up faking orgasms for 10 years.
20
However,
years.
in a great relationship, that should be between you, your partner, your sexologist, and your therapist, unless your
So
DJ envy's wife, Gia Casey. Now, what
so
it
the
seems
female
like is that
orgasm is a myth. Yeah, let's get that from the beginning. Oh, go
that's
ahead though.
also a lie. But continuing on, because female orgasms are real, it seems like she's putting this man on another apology tour. And sure, he just got off the cheating tour. That was from 2013 to 2020. And then he had like a year off because of COVID. And now he's right back there because being called for cheating was not as bad as finding out that his performance for the last 10 years
Hey,
was
let me ask you a
less than
question.
satisfactory.
I got
Give
that
me
one
one
question
second.
before we start this. Before we start this, how did that come out? Like she just said it?
So basically,
Go ahead.
he was on a Shade Room interview with his wife. They're
Okay.
promoting a new book that they have coming out. And
Okay.
the interviewer, she asked him basically, hey, how did this, incident come up where you found out that your wife was not pleased with you? And
Uh-huh.
then he talked to her and was like, his wife interjected that, basically they had an argument and they tried to resolve their arguments with sex. And she just was like, you know what? I don't really get enough out of this. So let me, to hurt this man, tell him I don't even orgasm when you do the shit that you be doing. And it's
Uh-huh.
like,
After 5 kids, right? So she obviously
well, not
loves
five. I
this.
think that was like three, maybe four
I
that
think
they
they
had
got
at
four
that
or
point.
five kids at this point.
Well, no, I think the youngest one's like six. But to be honest, I'm not sure on that. So
Yeah, I know.
I
I
know
know they
it's
got a
after
lot.
four. I know this after four. But after all of that, she decided to tell this man this. Now, she tried to deflect and say it's because women don't know their bodies. But pretty sure everybody knows what it's like to have an orgasm for the most part, especially since you told the whole love story before that about how you guys were each other's first and you had to discover sex together and things because for her, she thought it was, a big deal when she got to second base with a different nigga. But when she got to first base with him, it was like the bee's knees. But apparently the bee's knees were not good enough for you to communicate, hey, I'm not getting something out of this after 10 years.
So there was this statement by Kevin Samuels, and I guess I'll ask a woman, if a nigga take care of everything else and you don't orgasm, would you stay with him? I guess reverse that as a male. As a man, if you didn't orgasm but she took care of everything else, would you be okay with that for that long?
I mean, I
No.
have to be okay with it my whole life.
That's
Yeah,
how I
I
live
think we
anyway.
got two people who suffer from lack of orgasms on this podcast, unless they're giving them to themselves. I don't want to say any names. One of them just called himself out.
I'm not calling myself out. It's just hard for me to.
Nah, he wasn't aiming at you, bro.
He wasn't
Okay.
that stray wasn't aimed at you, but
So
It
it's
was
okay,
actually
bro.
him and the other person, but they both said it. So I mean, fuck it, Armstead, tell him about it.
You said who? You talking about me?
Armstead, we not about to slander
Armstead.
this man.
Okay. Anyway, the Black Libertarian, answer that for me, please.
Yeah, you know I don't suffer
What
from that.
gives a shit? I mean, you don't have to come. Fuck it. And I mean,
Okay.
and also, this brings up another thought that
This man
women.
has
Yeah,
a child too, by the
I
way.
feel like when it comes to men, men really don't give a fuck about that because either way they fuck. So it's like they don't care about the end result, as long as
That's not
they
necessarily
get
true. Don't
theirs.
speak.
It
Don't
No,
speak
I'm
depends
for
just
on the
men.
saying
man.
it's just a general statement.
I think generally you're correct.
Most men come. That's why they don't care. Men who don't come,
Exactly.
and being one of those men, it is extremely frustrating and to the point where you don't even want to fuck. To be honest,
Uh,
but
I think you still
no,
want to fuck.
well, no. Let him finish. Black
yeah,
Libertarian, tell us more.
I don't really give a fuck about fucking. It goes in and out. Like I'll have moments, but I know I won't come, and it's just so frustrating. It's no point in fucking. So it's
I
just
mean, but
like
we've all had moments where someone, couldn't finish us. We had to reach in to help. So I mean,
You
we
talking about
feel
moments
a little.
versus how you live regularly,
Look,
though.
I'm not talking about your lifestyle if you're this man, but I'm just saying like we've all at least experienced something like that. That one nut that don't want to come out. But
That's like,
I can
but
imagine.
that's
I
That's like saying, "Oh, hey, I get hungry sometimes. I understand how you feel starving children in Africa."
Oh, I'm not saying I understand how the starving children feel. I'm just saying I understand what it's like to feel like I'm starving because you know what day it is.
No, it's ultimately frustrating, but it
Oh,
gets
I
so.
gets mine. I don't know how this feels. I gets mine regardless. I don't care if you get yours. There was another statement that cross-referenced that about men. Like, if she gets one, good for her, whoopie doo. But if a man get his, is all that really matters because it make babies. Feel me? Yeah, right.
Again, that nigga's a selfish piece of shit, and I'll stand on that rock.
Mm.
Or you'll be on that rock by yourself, like Plymouth on 1865.
But it brings up an interesting topic because I have because babies reorganize women's insides. I wonder if their sexual preferences change per baby they have. Because this isn't the first woman to have multiple babies with a man,
This
and
nigga said
then
reorganize.
it
Well,
does.
no, he's right though. Your women's entire bodies shift around.
Uh huh.
And what if it changes their sexual appetite? I mean, the clitoris is not just
Well,
the
it changes their brain, so I mean, I think you're onto something.
yeah. I mean, because the clitoris is not just the top right there; it's the entire vagina encompasses the entire clitoris. And if the
Are
clitoris
you
is getting
making an iceberg clitoris reference? Smart,
no, no,
very
no, no,
intelligent.
no. If you actually know what a clitoris looks like, it goes through all of the pussy. It's not just the little piece.
So you think
And
of like the combination of like the interactions, like men and shit, creating like a reality change after the baby was born. That's why you would like have
yeah,
a huge preference for focusing on women versus a man.
well, I mean, just it changes her sensitivity is the point I'm trying to get at. You know, what I mean, it changes how she's sensitive in the area she's sensitive in because the clitoris can be pushed out or pulled in depending on the baby you have and how the procedure went.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
maybe she used to orgasm from the dude, but now her pussy changed and it doesn't. But more so, that's fucking selfish. But fuck
You
you.
still have to communicate these things. Like in relationships, communication is being like the only thing holding together. So even if
Facts.
you were together since you're like 18 or 17, you know like this is your time to say, well, what else was out there? Like
This is easy
I'm
for you
not
to
feeling good when you're doing this. You have
No,
to
it's
say,
easy for you to say that, bro. But like, as a dude who doesn't come, and I have to explain that to women, they start crying. They can't make me come. They start feeling less of a woman. That even in itself becomes stressful because I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to say, "Oh, communicate." Everybody say, "Oh, you got to communicate. You got to communicate." But like, if your partner pussy sucks, and you're like, "Oh man, you got some terrible pussy, bitch." Like, it's hard to communicate that to somebody you care about. Like, let's be realistic about the situation.
For
How
me,
many
my
people
dick
It's
is
been
not.
big.
married
It's not.
to somebody for 10 plus years and y'all can't talk about sex?
It's
Maybe
not
they both
that.
dumb though. Maybe they both stupid.
No, Carrie got a
Like,
point. If
it's
you've
not
been together,
that big
go
of an
ahead.
issue. Like, if I'm sitting here and I'm married to you, we staring at each other every night. Why the fuck can we talk about sex?
So for your
Fact.
nigga you've been with for
Stupidity.
10 years, look at you and be like, hey man, baby, your pussy don't get wet, the shit dry as fuck, and I hate your shit. I want to fuck somebody else because your pussy's so trash. You
That
have the
was his first
trashiest fucking
solution.
pussy
That
in
was
the
Well,
his
that
first
world.
wasn't his
solution.
solution. That wasn't his solution.
but
He
then look how
felt.
you told her. You
Go
didn't
ahead.
tell her like a loving husband. You said, no, fuck that shit ain't work. That's where we have an
Correct.
error. Like,
You told her like a
you
whore.
should be
Oh
able
man,
to
see,
tell
now
your
it's
woman, period,
semantics.
hey, I don't like your pussy.
Semantics.
I don't like how shit is. It's not semantics. Because
That's
when you're arguing with
communication.
like, a woman, she's biologically prone to,
Have you had that conversation with a woman before?
Your
absolutely.
conversation sucks. Your
I've told my
conversation
woman to
sucks.
her face,
Conversation
listen,
sucks.
I don't think your pussy the same. It doesn't feel great. It's not the business for me. And we broke it off. But I want to be real with her and myself and perpetuate any type of lie. Because I'm supposed to trust you with
Exactly.
my life.
I am
Period.
so surprised that you are still alive, my friend. But I,
I
I
will
am
be honest
glad that
with you, man. I ain't gonna front with you. Like, it's the truth because I want to live an honest,
It's
peaceful life.
trash.
And
It's trash. What
I've
shit,
else
had
is
that
there to say?
conversation with
we
at
have to
least
get
50
over it.
women, and they
That's the
all
end of the day.
kind of psychological issue afterwards, bro. Like it's not just like,
At
oh,
the point
the
of 50
pussy isn't
women,
good.
it may not be them.
Bro, I said this, nigga. What the? That's not what we're fucking talking about. We're talking about the fact that having that conversation with the woman is not as easy as you're making it out to be, which is
It's very easy.
It's very
well,
yeah.
no. It's easy
All
to
right.
have, but it takes gumption in order for you to go through. So that's why I was saying that I respect,
Have the
y'all
courage of
both
your
having that.
conviction.
All
it's
I
right.
their.
got I
It's
got
not.
I got a little
Y'all are
insertion.
missing the point. It's their
I
reaction,
know
bro.
that you don't want to like hurt nobody you really care about. Like you're really passionate about it. Like you would never want to cause harm to people you really value, but sometimes you have to be honest. Honesty is
I can.
always
Right.
great,
I'm not.
Ooh,
and
Y'all are
it's like
missing
a
the point.
different type of
my
healing pain. You know.
You don't believe in
It's not
honesty.
about.
my
It's
hand
not.
is raised.
If you
Yeah. Let Sham hop in here real quick.
So just as an aside, possibility. While yes, generically or generally, you do want to speak to your partner about everything. That's how you keep communication going, and that's the relationship, lubricated like a well performing engine. There are some things that are hotspots. The same way that a woman might have an issue saying, "Hey, baby, you kind of finished fast. Like, is there something that we could work on?" People have pride. Let's not act like they don't. And a
thank
lot of
you.
women sometimes do not deal with rejection and or critique the same way. So take for instance, let's say her lady parts have a smell that you don't find particularly attractive.
Her
That
pH balance off.
right, but to even say that,
Like, girl, you need
you
to work
could
on your
start a
pH balance.
shitstorm. You could start a whole
Oh
shitstorm
shit.
just by bringing it up.
Y'all being
It's like,
unrealistic with y'all perspective if y'all don't see that women will react or create insecurities from you saying shit like this to them.
Well,
Like, don't act
he's trying to lead you in that direction, Black Libertarian, without exposing more of Sham's business than Sham would like to expose. But he's had some of those same tough conversations, and it's something where you know
you get
you
tired of
have to have
losing
that. I
because
mean,
Yeah,
you have
nigga,
somebody you like and shit's going good, but this part is not being satisfied. And if you speak to them, then you risk having all that go to shit. Like this nice ride you was on is all of a sudden down because you want to complain, even though really you're just communicating, but it's not being received the same way. But if you let shit ride, then you get to the point where you're like, I'm not being satisfied. So how do I solve this? By communicating and ruining shit, or by letting shit ride, and then I end up getting so pissed off about shit, I end up ruining shit. It's a lose lose, and unless you're in that situation, it's hard for you to speak on it. You can say as much nice shit as you want to, but until you walk a mile in them shoes, it ain't the same.
well,
well,
Cosmos has joined y'all on that drive, but from the standpoint of hey, shit gonna have to be annulled.
so we are all saying, even though it's hard, I think you should still do it.
Yeah,
you're not
yeah,
saying you
definitely.
should. You're not saying
Yeah, I
you should
mean, let
do it.
them react how they gonna react.
Bro,
Yeah,
fuck
I
braided
agree with that.
belts is all I've been trying to say this whole time, and y'all just keep changing the fucking subject.
You gonna leave them belts alone, man. Them belts ain't done nothing to you. But yeah, we're basically saying the same thing, which is honesty. And I think that's in part why this story is so egregious and people are looking at it as she was so strong. And it's like, no, actually, she just admitted that she lied to her husband for 10 years, was completely
Oh,
comfortable in that lie.
wait.
And go ahead.
Well, what she's actually saying is a fact that a lot of women who are in marriages with men who have a lot of money are okay with not coming as long as they have a lot of money. But she didn't want to admit that part. But that's just the
Well, he
fact.
didn't have a lot of money until the point in time where she told him this. At the beginning, she was just going through this
Well, she
because she
knows she
was
can
like,
leave with half at this point.
yeah, but you remember, this leads to the point where DJ Envy cheated because he felt like we're not going to be able to communicate on this. You're not really wanting to change. You're using sex, whatever. And Erica Mena walked in there, was just like, I mean, I'll come for you for real. And he was like, oh, shit, yeah. Um, but the way that she did him is also equally dirty because she got mad that he was basically spending too much time with his family. So then she decided to say, "Oh yeah, I'm fucking that nigga DJ Envy." It's like, God damn, a disloyal mistress.
And she was bad. So whatever.
I don't know. I feel like how do you expect something from somebody who's like, hey, you married, yeah. I see your wife sometimes, yeah. But hey, let's do our shit on the side. And then
Well,
I'm
we
gonna
need to
look at your
bring
wife
back
in the
great
mouth.
mistresses. The great
Bring
mistresses used to,
I think we
yeah.
can all agree with that. Everybody can agree with that.
There
Mistress
were never
for
great mistresses,
America.
bro. It was just different situations.
Oh no,
In the
there
situation,
used to be some great mistresses.
bro, you know when they were great? When the dude had so much money and power where it didn't matter what the fuck she said. There was too much
No,
at stake for her
we're
to
talking
fuck it
about
up.
regular men because there are some women in their 30s who are going to get left behind. I mean, in their 40s, and they still got some primo vagina, just not the kind you marry.
You don't have to. I mean, it's just pussy, bro. You don't have to fuck.
You don't have to do shit. You're right. You don't have to.
It's not that
You
serious.
can't keep throwing this at this nigga, all right? You're gonna have to leave him be, Reed. All
Bro,
right.
Yeah, he keeps
He's
telling
already
me because I ain't
no
never
Reed,
met a great man
you.
who ain't have a mistress.
I mean, look, LeBron James, as far as we know,
Damn.
Hey,
What's
what
a
is this?
great
I don't
man
know.
without a mistress? I'm just asking you. Name one great man without a mistress.
LeBron
Define
James,
great.
Steve
Russell Wilson.
Jobs,
yeah,
LeBron James had a
Tyrese
mistress.
relative.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs didn't have a mistress. He left his whole family because he said this shit ain't working.
Yeah, a lot
Obama.
of people don't have men.
Russell Wilson.
Obama got a man for a wife. Pause.
That's a woman, damn it. I
We
forgot
That
not
that's
gonna
is
a
a
talk
damn
about
woman.
woman.
this lady, man.
We're not about to disrespect
That's a
Michelle
man.
Obama.
The
We
Republicans
not
told me it was a man.
we not gonna
Damn, a
disrespect her the
woman.
way Viola
We
Davis'
definitely.
performance disrespected Michelle Obama.
Everybody thought with this goddamn alien creature as the first woman, but Michelle Obama's a man. What the fuck? No.
Look, Melania
Trump's
wasn't an
wife
alien
was an
creature.
alien creature. Who?
Melania,
Melania
who?
look.
That's a lot. I'm
I
saying.
don't know. Melania look better than Obama. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to hate.
What you
No,
talking
no.
about,
Melania.
Melania,
Mulan?
Melania is every single old. What were
Plastic
those things on
surgery
the
up.
bunny?
What is it, man?
What are those bunnies? The little
Playboy
ones
bunnies?
that Hugh Hefner had. Yeah,
Bird?
she's every old Playboy bunny who ever had a nipple shown. Like, I mean, again, she's not bad, but don't make it seem like she was great. And I think
No, she
it was.
wasn't great. She's one of
Man.
the better looking first ladies, but she definitely looked better than Michelle. I mean, that's
I
just
mean,
like
I
I'll be
feel
honest.
like
I don't remember what most of the
that's
first ladies
apple
look like.
oranges.
exactly.
I
Well,
don't
I
know what
mean,
George
like
Bush
I think you
Sr.'s
remember.
wife looks
I
like.
think you remember Jackie Kennedy.
Who?
Jackie was nice. Jackie
I don't remember
Kennedy.
Jack Kenny, but you know who I do remember? Motherfucking Melanie. Or was not Melanie? Marlon. Damn, what's her
Marilyn?
damn name? Marilyn
Marilyn
Monroe.
Monroe?
Appreciate it. Y'all
Yeah.
Marilyn
remember
Monroe.
her?
I mean, yeah, that was primo. Hey, that goes back to first mistresses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never met a man,
She wasn't
great man
necessarily
without a
good though.
mistress.
I mean, sir, she was good enough to. Go ahead.
I guess, bro.
Oh, I thought Carrie had something.
I don't know what the mistress obsession is, bro. Like you're obsessed with pussy. It's weird.
I
Jackie
mean,
Kennedy was cute.
yeah, she was. But Carrie, you had something?
Oh no.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. For some reason, I was trying to make sure that we cover all voices because I don't want anybody
Yeah,
being
yeah.
muted,
Y'all can
especially since.
no,
Go
because she
ahead.
said earlier, I heard it. She was like, Russell Wilson's great, and I was like,
Hey, it's a rumor
deny
out there.
that
He
statement.
about to get caught, bro. Y'all saw that rumor? Y'all saw that
Man.
rumor? We waiting
Look,
for him to
man.
go down. We
Y'all,
waiting
I,
for
I
Russ to
want to
go
destroy
down.
that man so bad.
Oh, we
I
waiting
don't
for
know
him to go
why.
down.
I don't know why you waiting for him to go back down. Especially as we saw Future pull a fucking goddamn turncoat this week when he was like, "I didn't know who Kevin Samuel was." Really,
He
really,
young.
Future. You don't know who Kevin Samuel was?
I think a lot of shit would be better if niggas just stop giving a shit that bitches exist. Like just because they got a pussy and they fuck, who gives a fuck?
Every woman doesn't have to be a bitch. You
And
could
every
just keep
woman
that.
doesn't have a pussy.
That also true.
Define woman. Define woman.
Oh
A
shit.
female human.
Okay, then they all have a pussy. So yeah.
No, some of them don't get born with pussies, sir. Some of them don't. Things
In
don't
my
always
world, they
drop.
do. Not in yours.
The same way that
You
there's
sound real
people
gay
who are
right now,
born.
bro.
What are you talking about?
It's
They're
not
not born
gay
with
unless you
pussy.
find
I
men
mean,
attractive.
you
But
saying a
there,
vagina? Or just like no
A
vagina?
I'm
man dressing
saying
like a
not
woman
every.
is,
I'm saying not everyone is born with fully functioning, fully formed sex organs. That's just the
yeah, but
reality of life.
the
Some people just
exception
got
is
it.
not the rule.
No, I'm not saying the exception is the rule, but that's why I
I
said
said
not
they exist.
all women have it, because that's the point. The point is not all. Even if 99.9999, that 0.0000001 person who is just feeling like shit, because there's billions of us, so that means there's thousands of them that don't have sex organs that are fully formed, makes sense. Or you get shit like, remember that dude who wanted to be a girl his whole life, and his parents told him, "No, you're a boy." Come to find out, he had both sex organs. They just said, "Fuck it, we're gonna keep the
That's
penis
a
and
Yeah,
dam up the
Sierra
vagina."
was born with
not
both sex
a
organs.
hermaphrodite. That's a
Sierra
hermaphrodite.
was born with both sex organs. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
you heard
Allegedly.
about it?
You remember,
Allegedly.
yeah, we talked about this shit. Remember, I was
Correct,
like,
bro.
everybody got on Sierra, and then that girl Olivia came to G Unit, and I was like, yo, she look a whole lot more like a man than Sierra, and everybody shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it was an alleged story back in the day. I don't know if it
Yeah,
was
I
ever
remember
found
that.
out to be true.
I remember that
But
story
I
too.
don't,
Because
I
I
don't know
remember
what's
Carrie
true.
made that line, cut dicks off like doctors did for Sierra.
Damn.
Damn, Corey ain't shit.
He wasn't. He ain't.
I mean, well,
Oh,
he
hold on,
ain't.
hold on.
He ain't.
Nigga,
Corey
I'm a
ain't shit.
Sierra. Cut dicks off like doctors did for Sierra. I was,
Well,
Damn.
I
yeah.
mean, Corey ain't shit because he pretend like he the most PC person of all time. But it's never mind. Going into it, so the conversation women don't want to have. So Tisha Arnold last week tried to kick off a much needed conversation on Twitter. It was so controversial that the leading Nigerian controlled media outlet, The Shade Room, decided to ignore the story and pretend like it didn't happen. The crux of the matter is this. Tisha Arnold asked, what can we as black women in America do to stop aiding in the emasculation of black men in America? No dig at women. And as my grandma will say, hit dog will holler. So the simps came out, the women saying, this is whatever, people saying and equating this to homophobia came out as some of the leading narratives. And women side dodged everything that they, possibly could do to dodge the question. But a few men answered her question and appreciated Miss Arnold for mentioning that. But what I want to ask us as a panel, let's say, what do you think black women can best do to help black men by not emasculating them?
Woman first.
Yeah,
Why are you gonna
actually,
put Carrie on the spot like that?
Yeah.
like statistically,
I
it
think
was
the,
bound to
the
happen.
better question is, what do black men do to protect black women?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Start
right.
See,
over.
See,
this
that's the problem
Ignore
right there.
her.
that is
So I
the
have a question
problem in
for
my
you.
eyes as well.
If you have two children, right? You got two kids. One of them skins their knee. The other one has a dislocated finger. Which one do you prioritize?
Both.
No.
Damn. So we can
A
have two problems
dislocated
at the same
finger.
time.
It's
Yeah, dislocated finger is a little bit rougher.
depends. If he's like
I'm just saying,
17 years old,
Oh,
maybe
you can fix your own
black women
goddamn
are
finger.
tired.
hold on.
Hold on,
Let
hold on, hold on,
everybody
hold on.
answer that question. Let's everybody answer the initial question. So I guess she went, well, whatever that was, and we'll let we'll let.
Well, you know what it was, but Cosmos, you next.
I know. My answer gonna answer it all. It's all good. We'll get there. But
All right, Black Jesus.
Shalim, Shams, go ahead. You were
Why are
next.
you going to put Shams instead of the guest Cosmos? He's
Oh,
here first.
Cosmos. Yeah, there you go, Cosmos. You can answer the question.
Um, well, if I had to choose between a scraped knee and a severed finger,
No. The
Sorry, my
other
bad. That was
question.
an aside.
The original question.
Also, why'd you cut the poor child's finger off, nigga?
he
Hey,
thought I was there. I was like, well, shit, we're here now, so might as well take care of it.
but what
So
can women
what
do
can
to?
black women do
Uh,
to help aid in not assisting with the emasculation of black men, Cosmos?
in my personal opinion, it's just simply like let the man be the man in a relationship. Like I know no one wants to really talk about like the gender norms because we'll be 2022 and progressive and bullshit. But
Yeah, fuck
like
that shit.
honestly, let me handle the business. Because you have a lot of women who grew up with men, who grew up around boys, who grew up in a male-dominated scenario and think they're one of them. And then they try to get with a man that can be like the bait in that situation. But you can't let no man be second to the relationship because then he's supposed to leave the house. So especially as black men, when we are already getting beaten by the entire world, we already had to deal with lower income by just our race. Come home to violence or arguing and shit. Damn. Where's my moment of peace or rejuvenation? You're supposed to have a helpmate, not a worker or another browbeater, right?
Right. I will say rejuvenation makes it sound like skincare, but continue.
The
Well,
That
black.
was my
I
first
think
thought.
he's right. I think
We're
he's
going to
right.
Black Libertarian next. Oh, he's not there.
Black live. Black live.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah. What? Answer the
And
original question.
there's not a single point of answer for this question because it's a multi-tiered issue. Putting it on just them would
Facts.
be disingenuous. So I don't know what one single thing they could do to fix the issue because we have an entire system dedicated toward this.
Shut the
Wait,
I
fuck
not
mean,
fix
up.
for help. Not fix for help.
Tell
I
them
mean,
to
the
Because
shut the
best
fuck
thing,
up.
you.
the
Shut the
no, no, I
fuck
mean,
up.
the best thing they could do is just
Shut the fuck
be
up.
more supportive of our decisions and our behavior in our communities. And really, a lot of the problems in the black community start because women set the tone for what men will be. Because the
Mm.
women choosing drug. No, I know it sounds like people don't like that, but they do because women date drug dealers and they date dudes who dress a certain way. They women dated dudes with beards, and then dudes with beards are like, "Yay, me!" And they go around trying to insult dudes without beards. The dudes who sell dope, they're like, "Oh, you're not a drug dealer, you're not a swiper, you're not, you know what I mean, you're not the type of dude that she wants." And it's women need to choose better men and set a tone for better men in their lives. And I think men will follow in line with that. Unfortunately, that's just psychologically how the trend goes, according to reports.
All right, who's next?
You.
You.
You already went. Yeah,
Oh,
you.
yeah. I said something about elbows and knees, whatever. Yeah, put that in there. Who's next?
Okay. And Riker?
I think the biggest thing that black women can do to help aid in not emasculating black men is just listen to us. I think that's really what it boils down to. Like, we just need basic communication. Obviously, don't listen to somebody calling you ain't shit for not cooking him dinner. But at the same time, if a black man is saying, hey, so and so is talking shit about me, or these people talking shit about me, listening to his perspective, I think, is something that will help in any of these, arguments. Because as Black Libertarian said, you're not going to be able to fix it from just aiding us. But if you're listening, then that means that you're being open to hearing things from our perspective. Because oftentimes we don't even get, a say in the conversation. So it's impossible to even help either disprove the narrative or aid in promoting our own positive narratives, especially within our community and our families, if people aren't at least listening.
Okay, I guess
And
that's me.
listen, sound
Is that
yeah,
me?
it is.
There's nothing you could do. Our women are lost. We cannot save them. It is over. And I'm talking to those women, of course, who participated in those that whole
Carrie?
conversation. The woman who joined in that conversation. There's nothing you could do to
Hello?
save them. Nothing. You cannot save them.
I think
Our women are
But
lost.
black
That's a
women are
wrap.
tired.
Black
Like
women
No, no, no,
are
not
black
black
no
women
women.
are
black
Those
women are
black women
ridiculed
is who
gone.
we're talking
every
about.
We
day.
cannot save them. Fuck them. And if you get the ones you can save, you move forward with them, marry them. But those other ones, you leave them the fuck alone and let them be alone and die. Fuck them.
yeah, but it unfortunately doesn't work that easily. Kind of going
It
back
is
to
that
Black
easily.
Libertarian.
That's how we're all unmarried and have cures with these women and move forward. And
First and foremost, all of us are not unmarried here.
what I'm saying in
Um,
general, what I'm saying is with the generalization, like some women cannot be saved.
yeah, but the thing about it is, we do marry. We do often marry each other, and so as much as Black Libertarian said it before he was pissed as he's been today. Well, not really pissed. I'm just messing with you, Black Libertarian. Don't just joking. But in the way that Black Libertarian was making this push for dating and eventually, kind of having a place for black women who have children, single mothers. We have to have a place for all these people, even if they do disagree with us,
Yeah,
because
their
there's at
place will
least
be at the bottom. That's fine. We'll leave them there. Like they're right there.
again, they're already statistically at the bottom.
Correct.
I
And they
don't
can
know if you
stay
read
there.
the book,
Can I say something?
but that's
Go ahead. I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
You were next. I'm sorry.
Okay. One first thing I want to say is that not only get with a man that can help you financially, but also get with a man that can also help you mentally as well to try to upgrade you in a mental aspect as well. Don't just I need a man that's gonna make this type of money that does this and does this and buy this for me because at the end of the day, he can still treat you like shit and be beating your ass and shit like that. I've seen it so many damn times. That's first thing. Second thing is that
Let's give my
not
mic.
saying that all men need help, but help us. Help us to help
Kevin Hart.
our family. And the reason why I'm saying that is because not all men in the world make more money than women do. I mean, let's just be real with it. Some women make more money than men, and of course, on the other hand, it's vice
On
versa. But just
On
because
average,
yeah, we're not talking about the average man. Let him finish getting his thought out.
I'm saying he just had to be, in the right mindset as well. So that's all I'm saying. Don't emasculate a man and make him feel like shit just because you make more than him or
Oh, that's
anything like
white feminism. They'll never go up. They're white feminism. They don't realize they're too.
Well,
that.
again, not every woman.
But we're talking about what can help us to the question that you asked. So I figured that's something that can help, right?
I mean,
No, you're right.
you're on the right
That
path.
that would help. I mean, I think you've got the right idea, but taking it
Abandon
back to
white
where
feminism. Boom. There we go. That's
again,
all y'all saying.
t- taking it back to where Carrie was taking it, as far as the protect black women thing, I don't see in mass where we have a bunch of men saying, "Let's not protect black women." I mean, obviously you've got
Okay,
incels, you got
okay. For
MGTOWs,
Oh, let her
example,
but
go. Let her go. Go ahead. I'm about to kill this
with
conversation.
this whole Megan Thee Stallion situation, before any
my
listen, wait,
fucking
before any facts came out,
Go ahead.
before anything came out, black men were hopping on the Meg Thee Stallion hate train
Hold on.
immediately,
Wait, I have a
No,
defending
question.
no, no,
defending
no, no,
Tory
no,
Lanez.
no.
A
No,
man
well,
was
let
no.
her.
hopping
He's
another
Wait, is
man.
this?
already men.
Are we
Facts
talking
is
about
Men
the
different
shootout?
when
already
they're all
assume
white.
guilty in those situations. That's why men, all men, are going to be weary of those situations because there are too many situations with black men and domestic violence. There are some bullshit, and you know that a lot of them are not
That's
true.
what I'm saying. How can you just immediately jump on the hate train though?
Logic,
The
because
same way people can
logically,
immediately jump on the other
Immediate.
train.
There was no,
no,
oh well, maybe
hey,
this happened, maybe that happened. It was just, oh fuck, Meg Thee Stallion.
oh,
Hold on,
no,
because
hold
no,
on.
no,
fuck Megan, because she
Wait,
has a pattern of events that made her a liar.
no,
no,
hold
no,
on, hold
no.
on.
That's
Just
not
pause,
Well, go
even
pause.
ahead.
that's supposed to
Everybody do.
immediately. And I'm sick of
Yeah.
this. You don't immediately side with the woman in any situation or the man. You look at it from a logical standpoint. That has nothing to do with
Exactly,
what
and
she
that's all
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying.
right. But
Well, hold on.
Logically, how was he guilty though? I'm
yeah,
saying
immediately we hated her because the shit she said didn't make any sense from the go. If you were paying attention, right? If you actually paid attention to what was happening, it didn't make sense from the jump, which is why I was on his side the whole time. Never on Megan's, because anything she said didn't make sense. If you shoot a car, I'm not even gonna get into it, but if you shoot somebody in a car, which I've seen before, it doesn't happen like that, okay? And this shit was walking. No, bro. No. No.
I mean, I really didn't care. I'm not bashing Meg, and I'm not bashing Tori. I wasn't there. It's in my business. I
innocent,
don't go
Tory.
ask.
Innocent.
However, I'm just
And
saying that men are too eager to pretty much degrade women.
hold on,
Why
wait,
are
wait.
women
I
so
think
equal?
women are too eager to be the victim first before we go to the logical conclusion of to ask what happened is not the saying that we're not on her side or his side. Because no, if we're asking what happened first, then we could be like, that's some bullshit. And for us to automatically assume it's some bullshit, that's just normal logical thinking. Because I knew she was lying. I feel like she's still lying to this day. Something's not right about that story. And she's been proven to be a liar in the court system when she tried to sue her record label over to they wouldn't release my album. They wouldn't release my album. She was lying then, and she's proven to be a liar. That's why my first thoughts was she was fucking lying.
No,
Well,
you know what makes me sick about all this? I've done my due diligence, right? Because black women have made me as a black man feel like I just treat y'all like shit, right? Like black men are the worst. If I went and asked other races like Mexicans, have you ever heard what Mexican men do to their women? Oh,
They beat
ma'am,
them.
they beat them and they cheat on them openly. There's nothing they can do about it in their community. You all act like black men.
What?
Yeah, bro. Talk to these people. I talk to other people of
yeah,
other
but
races.
that's a
No, bro.
negative that is a negative reinforcement. I think what Carrie is trying to get to makes sense as far as from the Megan Thee Stallion thing. The rebuttal thing is that we've seen that she's a liar before. Why would we believe her now? Another great story that women were on the wrong side of, because that's really what you need to bring to Carrie in this argument, was when we heard about that black girl who got killed by that white man. They were saying, oh, we have to come to her aid. White guy got away with murder, yada, yada. He did get away with murder. We're not doing that. But when you go back and look at what she was saying about black men and black people before then, why the fuck would I be on the side of someone who says, fuck me? Like, that would be categorically stupid. And I think
Because she's
on
street.
both
You
sides we
know.
have these examples.
If 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 somebody came out like as a community, if we as a community came together, was like, you know what, Future's a pretty stand-up guy. In fact, I feel like most people would try and model their relationships after how Future did his shit, and they literally held up on that pedestal, like openly. Women would have an issue with it because they're like, this is clearly fucked up. But if you take that same personality and put it in, I don't know, Brittany Renner, people are like, well, y'all not looking at her the way she used to be. These are actually all just jokes. But if you go back, that's not the case. So it's clear hypocrisy in that do as I say, not as I do, because pretty much all men can openly say, yeah, Future ain't shit, but he lives that life and he pretty much says he's not shit. Brittany Renner can live the same life as Future and then be like, well, I'm just doing what's best for me. And it's like, you be a strong black woman. Y'all are just trying to tear her down. It's like, hold on, but what about all this bullshit right here? We're gonna sweep that aside. We don't talk about that because people make mistakes and they can be better. You don't hold what they did in the past against them. But let Future turn over a new leaf. Like, what the fuck? If it was just a little bit of symbiosis or equality in how we hold each other to a standard and then tear each other down at the same way, there might not be so much of an issue between the two. But as long as you can only answer questions like, why can't we do this for black men or why can't we do this for black women with the exact question for the other, then you choose to not have any like positive discourse or dialogue to begin with. It's like saying, I don't want to have this argument.
You know what, bro? Have you ever been with a security detail? Has
Yeah.
anybody here been? Okay. In a security detail, you do what the security says, right?
Yeah.
Right. So things can stay secure. Okay. If women want us to protect them, then do what we say. Okay. That's it. That's the end of it. If you want us to protect you, then do as we say so we can.
So in order
Otherwise, we're
for
not
women
going
to
to let
get
you
your
do whatever the fuck
protection,
you want.
they have to do everything you say.
Well, that's how security works. Have you been in a security? If the security says we need to move now, you need to move now, or you can get shot. What are you talking about? That's insane. You can't say, "Oh,
Well, no,
protect me," but I'm
You're
going to do
trying to
whatever the
like.
fuck I want to do.
It's kind of like you're
if
trying
it's
to protect Yeah, just like a person, you
So I
know.
feel like when women protect men, there's no type of
You don't do that.
limitations.
What do
Black
you?
women have
Whoa,
been
whoa.
protecting black men since civil rights. There's no
No,
type of limitation to their protection.
And we've been protecting
right,
y'all
but
since civil rights. What are
that
you
that
talking
the,
about?
the kind of part never gets brought up. Like, let's be honest. Since civil rights movement, black men have been getting incarcerated, and it's been the mothers who have had to raise the sons. Correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Those sons take care of their mothers, do they not? Many of them. I'm not gonna say all of them, but that's true for
Yeah.
anybody. A lot of them have daughters. A lot of them take care of their kids. I know plenty of old people who have parents from that time. They stuck it out. They got shit done. But it's always how the black mothers are protected, and you can't be a black son and you can be a strong black man, but our job is to be we have the role of protector, and it is an unsung thing. Like that's what you're supposed to do anyway, so you don't highlight it. But see, women are supposed to be the nurturers, and so when they're being the protectors, it's like, oh, look at them doing this and that. But as a dude, I mean, if you're doing everything you're supposed to, just look at the difference in the fanfare between Mother's Day and Father's Day.
Yeah, you can't really make that
People
argument.
ball out. People ball out. No,
There are
people.
a lot of absent fathers, more
Oh,
so
I'm
than
not denying
black
that.
men.
I'm not
I'm not
denying that.
saying
That
that
is
that
not
makes
what
it right, but I mean, what do you expect?
Well,
that
we
Wow.
expect some
that
level of
response right there is my point.
Wowzer.
yeah,
That
I
response
mean,
some
right
look
there
at
is
level
my
of
point.
growth.
the truth.
How can you be like, we've been taking care of you? Well, so have we. Well, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. Anyway, back to how great the women have been this whole time. It's like, yo, you can't like chop me at the legs and then be like, yo, why aren't you helping me better? You know, I'm just gonna go to the dude with two legs. Like you had the axe in your hand. Like you're actively hurting people.
Wowzer.
If you discredit the black man to nothingness and then wonder, hey, why ain't he doing shit? Because you've been talking shit. The parent who shits on their child the entire time, and then when they get old, is surprised that they don't do shit to help them, is a fool. And that's the role that I feel like a lot of black women and men are playing when they just tear each other down and then be like, whoa, I don't know why they're not doing this. You know why? Your actions. Your actions led to this outcome. Shit just doesn't happen magically.